by an act which was not permitted by God, zina. So you cannot call that child wrong by a wrong name. Allah called them by Mawla. They are your protectors. So that is very important question that you asked. That we people are labeling them according to Quran. Every child is born by the permission and the will of God. So child is nothing to do. You should have respect for this child. Only Islam gives respect to these kind of people in the whole world. No other religious book gives this respect. And that is why these people are being victimized, because their life from the very childhood, they've got a label on their head that they are a production of wrong act.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Amna. My question is, as it is forbidden to raise the voice before parents, does the same way we require to respect the parents of our spouses?
Sorry, as it is?
As it is, does the same way we require to respect the parents or our spouses?
Yes, spouses, you are comparing spouses and parents.
Parents.
In parents' relationship, you know, the parents are having a greater respect than husband-wife have. Among the husband-wife relation, the wife has to listen to the husband. That's in the Quran. But in front of the parents, they have to respect the parents more than the wife as in relation. Because Allah says for the wife, you sermon them, lead them from the parents, and you strike them for the wife. But for the mother and father, you cannot say oof. So you have to respect the mother and father of the husband's father and mother, and the husband should also respect the mother and father of the wives, which normally men don't do. You see, the parents of a wife's parents is also be respected, and the husband's parents should be respected more as in relation to among each other. But the wife should respect or follow the husband, because she has to obey the husband. That is in the Quran. You have to obey Allah, you have to obey the messenger, you have to obey your parents, and you have to obey your wife has to obey the husband. In the right, of course, the right things. In the wrong things, you cannot obey. As the Quran says for the husband-wife, for the parents, he said you cannot obey them, but follow the one who invites you to the message, who is a deputy. But for the wife, in the Quran, it's not mentioned like this. In relation with husband-wife, so you can respect the parents more than the wife and husband relationship, because husband has got the permission to beat the wife, but he cannot beat the father or parents. So that is why they have got the upper hand in any case. Because I told you they are old age, they have so much struggle. You are a mother, you know how much struggle you have done for your children as compared to you must have not done it for your mother. But the mother has done it for you, or the father has done many things for you. So as a mother and father, when you become a mother and father, you know how they have gone through. Because even if you are in a better situation, if they were in the more better, not good situation, how much they have struggled for us. So whatever our existence is because of their struggle, in whatever manner they have struggled. So that is why we have to respect more.
Thanks. Another question.
Okay.
If we are believer parents, we have great wish that our children practice and believe. At what age we can give him message, and at what age they start implementation? Can any Quranic verse?
No, according to Quran.
Age mention?
Yeah, no, according to Quran, I told you in my lecture also, according to Quran, you can educate them as you are educating other subjects, science and geography, physics. But remember that they will not follow. Why? Because of their age. And why? Because they have not done anything wrong. They are innocent people. So innocent persons, when they are innocent people, when we are young, we are innocent and we want to do something wrong. That when we are young, we like to do. When I was very young and I was not even mature, before puberty, I wanted to steal, fruits from a tree, from somebody's house. And it was an activity. When you were young, it's an activity. It's not robbery basically, it's an activity. Oh yeah, can you do this? Oh, of course I can do this. So because we are innocent, we are doing certain things wrong. not knowingly that it is prohibited. So what I'm saying, innocent people do things at a younger age, and now you're trying to educate ayats, which adults are not able to understand. How many times I've repeated, but people cannot understand and believe. So, but the children you must educate, but do not expect them to follow. You must educate from the very childhood. Meaning education means the moral ethics. Once you enter, you say Salaam Alaikum. In normal house, I am telling you, in normal house practice, this is a very normal thing. They cannot enter those hours. They should knock it. They should say Salaam Alaikum. Make it a habit. So that's in the Quran. So you can develop these little things. But it is not being practiced. We're reading it every day. The lecture is there. Allah says in Islam, we don't practice. So when I'm saying when we elderly people do not practice, then how can the children practice? So small little things you start, make sure that little things they can say Assalamu Alaikum, no problem. So like otherwise they say hi, who you? Bye, because other thing. I say Khuda Hafiz, ja rahe bhai, Khuda Hafiz. So you are doing what the culture is saying. Don't you practice what Quran says. Allah Hafiz, Allah, what Allah Hafiz? Salamu Alaikum. Quran says Salam, Allah Hafiz is alright. I don't say Allah Hafiz, word is wrong. Allah means the protection of Allah, or the guarding of Allah, or the preservation of Allah. But the question when Allah says Salam, or even to his father Ibrahim says Salamu Alaikum. In Jannat when you enter, you say Salamu Alaikum. Salam means peace. So make sure these little things are educated and practiced. Slowly and gradually. But still, the bigger things, it's difficult to make them, they should follow. But still, you must keep on sharing it. That's the important factor. Our job is to share, but we cannot expect they will follow. As Nuh al-Islam said, they will not follow. That is the danger point. Because if you expect people to follow, then you get hurt. So you must have a distance. It's possible that they might not follow. Yes, please.
Assalamu alaikum. My question is from Surah 3 Al Imran, Ayah 14, where it is mentioned the sons are adornment. If the sons are adornment, then how to keep a balance of love between boys and girls in the house?
Yeah, that we should not lead the girls as insignificant, as I recited in the verses, that they are left out. You see, the boys are adornment. You cannot exclude, the father and the mother cannot exclude that the boys are adornment for the parents and for your society. But now you have to consciously make sure that they are not left out as insignificant, as the Quran says. I read an ayah which I read it, insignificant because you are not giving importance to the child, the girl child. So they should be loved, cuddled more, and make things for them which they can enjoy. You understand what I'm saying? So you cannot let them go out as the son is. But what is the requirement of the girl? You give them more importance consciously. You have to develop this conscious attachment towards them. Unconsciously you cannot do it. Unconsciously you have love for you. And you must have noticed every father and mother loves one child more. And it is noticeable. It is noticeable that this child is more, every mother and father, if the other sister and brothers know that this son or mine is more loved by our parents. So it is noticeable. But now if it is noticeable, but now you may develop the consciousness of more doing to those people. If I love my, suppose one daughter, so I'm more attached to that daughter, right? That I will do it naturally. But the rest of the daughters I'm ignoring. So I'll make conscious to do. I've done this of my love because I have love and affection for this girl or boy. But the other one, I will consciously to do it. No matter I don't have that kind of feeling, but as a job I will do it. That the girl should not left out as insignificant. That is the relationship between boys and girls, because normally boys are loved more. The girls are left out and make insignificant. So that's what I'm trying to say, that you make sure that the girls are made significant, consciously you do. your love for your sons will not go away. So you lift them up. Otherwise you are burying them up. Okay.
Assalamu alaikum, Brother Shaikh.
Welcome.
Brother Shaikh, I was wondering if the parents realize or the children realize that they are not fulfilling the commitments as we found out today, and they want to amend among each other, how would they go about it? Would you be able to show me a reference from the Quranic verses? That what would be the amendment process between when they realize that they are not doing it?
They are not doing it and now
Like they are not, and they are willing to fix among themselves. So how would they go about it? Like
no, the dua, the dua I told you, Rabbana filli wali walidayya wal mu'min, they recite that dua.
yeah.
You can recite that dua of Ibrahim al-Islam or of Musa al-Islam, or sorry, Nuh al-Islam.
But brother, what if the kids and the parents are both alive, and they both want to fix? Like you said, both the parents have made mistakes and the children have made mistakes, and they want to fix among themselves.
No, actually, if suppose the your father is not alive, or you mean to say your son is not alive, or brother is not alive, or what?
Like even with, like I'm a parent and
Okay.
I've got kids. I've made mistakes with them.
Now how
And
to
they've-
correct?
Yes.
Both of them.
Yes.
So if you have realized the extent, there is a surah, then you have to go back to the surah Al-Ma'idah 589.
All right.
Okay, that says, لا يؤاخذكم الله باللغو في أيمانكم ولكن يؤاخذكم بما أقدرتم الأيمان فكفارة إطعام عشرة مساكين من أوسط ما تطعمون أهلكم أو كسوتهم أو تحرير رقبة فمن لم يجد فصيام ثلاثة أيام ذلك كفارة أيمانكم إذا حلفتم واحفظوا أيمانكم كذلك يبين الله لكم آياته لعلهم تشكرون. Allah will not catch you with nonsensical or ungrammatical talk in your right, and He will catch you with what you fastened, tied the knot in your right, and the atonement amended for correction. Now you and your son had some relationship, either you was wrong or either he was wrong. Now both of you want to amend. So you confess the confession where you were wrong, and then you have to do is feeding of the 10 needy persons in a particular aspect. In a particular aspect, you have to feed the 10 needy person from an average of what you feed to your family. Whatever the status by virtue you feed to your family, you have to take that average food, the same food, or garb them, or distinct of uniform kind, or liberate a free slave. Nowadays there is no liberation of slave. This is or 10 people to feed or free the slave. Then whosoever does not find this, then fast for 3 days. If you are a poor person, if you cannot have average scale of 10 people to feed, then you fast for 3 days. And that wrong should not be repeated again. Keeping in view that this thing I have done wrong, so I fast for 3 days, or I feed the poor 10 people on an average scale, and also clothe them. This is the atonement or amendment correction of your right when you take an oath and preserve your right. Likewise, Allah clarifies His right signs for you so that you may be thankful. So in any condition, not only a specific parent-child, any condition including parent-children relationship, if you have done wrong to your child, now you have realized it, you say sorry to the person, to your child, even of your father, and because of this ayat I am saying sorry, and I want to correct my life, so I am fasting for 3 days, and I will not do it again, and son, you forgive. And then you are asking forgiveness for Allah because it was the order and hukum of Allah not to do so. So this is why you fast, so the guilt will go away, and if you don't repeat. Similar goes to the son, he should do the same thing. This is the procedure laid down in the Quran. Whenever you do wrong, whether father or son, if he wants to amend by the verse which expounded and you came to know this is where I was wrong, you admit that, then you fast for 3 days or feed the 10 poor 10 people, to feed the 10 people, you do this. These are the things you have to do. Right?
Thank you very much.
Okay.
With this, we conclude our tonight's session. We would like to thank you all for your attendance. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.